Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, guys? Today it's podcast number 3, number 4. I don't know. Number 3.
Number four.
Number 4. Oh crap. Today we're talking with Motoagogo about just random stuff. And we're on his compound, or one of his compounds, Motoagogo land, correct?
Yeah. Redbud's Creek, Motoagogo land. Yep.
And it's sick, and we're just gonna spend some laps and I guess just talk about random stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Does anyone have like a good first conversation? You know what I mean.
Heck of it. Let's talk about for just fun. Moose can taking that mill. How about that?
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucked. Which I mean, pretty much everybody kind of slotted Tomac to walk away with it. Which I even said a couple of days ago that I wouldn't be surprised to see Moose can actually give him a battle for the win. Even Anderson, possibly had a chance, but
Oh yeah.
man, Tomac just kind of threw it away for himself. Just one odd mistake, but they said it was kind of slippery and pushed wide on the smallest jump. But man, that was rough to see him take a hit like that.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. He just swapped off that little single and just tumbled.
Yeah, he stopped, dropped, and rolled pretty good there.
He was on fire until then. It does make sense.
Yeah, there you go. Metaphorically. Oh my gosh. But I don't know. I guess it's good for I don't know, Muscan's confidence.
Oh, for sure.
Because before it's just been Dungy, and then now that he's out of the picture, it's like the people usually say the next thing is Tomac, but I don't know. I feel like he's holding his own with Tomac for a while.
Oh yeah, and then even held his own with Dungy too, because don't forget, even the race in Supercross, he had a quote unquote pull over for him to get the extra points, and he was holding that first spot pretty well until he had to let him go by. So I don't know. I think just he's gotten more, as you said, confidence the longer he's been over in the States racing, and I think he's doing fantastic, and I can't wait to see what he does in Supercross coming up in January.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I've met him in real life too, and he's super cool, dude.
Yeah.
No ego, he's just super nice and just, I don't know, he's just person to root for. I feel like, a lot of people hate on Barsha and stuff for obvious reasons, and he doesn't have one reason for to hate him, you know what I mean? Just a likable character.
And he also has a crazy, hot as well, but really supportive wife. His wife is really cool. That's relationship goals right there. Just have somebody with you at the track like that constantly. Like how Ellie is with Chad Reed. Just it looks like another good relationship again at the track, and it's cool. She was so excited to see. Well, I mean, he did just walk away with $1 million, but the fact that that's his biggest win ever. Period. That was a big deal for him to win that. So.
Yeah, it was really cool to see.
And also a second person since the very first ever Monster Energy Cup to walk away with $1 million. That's also a really big deal. So
yeah, it's huge. When he got that start on that last race, I was just like, hell yeah.
Oh, he was just gone.
Way out
in
front.
Off. Yeah.
That was awesome. Man.
What'd you guys think of the Joker lane being a advantage this year compared to a disadvantage? That was
I thought it was
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was interesting seeing because every rider, or almost every rider, top 5 guys would take it first lap and just put in laps,
Yeah.
It was really cool to see, as opposed to kind of strategically play it out, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was weird to see them do it second lap, because then if you didn't do it, then you got a bunch of people in front of you. Marvin didn't take it that one time, and he was stuck back behind a bunch of people, while he's trying to push towards the front. And then Tomac was just running away with it basically.
And then the red flag.
Yeah, then he had a clear track ahead of him, so
who was the first red flag again? That was Bogle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was for Bogle.
He took a hit. We were joking. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
But you know how he talks?
Oh yeah.
We were thinking he's laying on the ground and they're asking are you okay? He's I just got the wind knocked out.
You sound like you normally do, so I think you're gonna be okay.
You can't tell if he's talking normal or he's got something wrong. I mean that in the best way, but we just thought it was super funny. Just thinking about the conversation that happened, somebody who hasn't talked to him or heard his voice.
I thought it was also kind of cool that I don't know if you guys noticed in the All-Star race that Brock Poppy that plays Sim with us actually got top 10, which was
Oh
pretty cool
yeah.
to see.
Oh dang.
Yeah, that was sweet. Oh God.
And then I can't remember who the kid was on the Cowie in the Super Mini class, but man, that kid was hauling.
Yeah, he's like one notch above everybody else.
Oh yeah, he had what, like a 17-second lead, crashed, got back up, and then still passed for the lead and win again. Like didn't
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
have any issue getting back by.
Yeah, you can just tell like when he was riding just how much faster he was than everybody else because he was just so much more like smooth
Yeah. But at the
and
same
just
time,
consistent.
kids need to work on their PR though. Man, he was a little bit cocky on the podium at the end whenever you would talk to him.
Oh yeah.
Like he just seemed very I'm the best, who cares about who was behind me, don't want to mention anybody else. Well, everybody else is like, oh yeah, so and so was catching up, or I had a good battle with somebody. He's just like, yeah, I just kind of took off with the race and nobody was really there with me, so I didn't really have to worry about it. Like, all right.
It's a real big piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, when you get sponsored by Monster and you just won that, it's probably your head puffs up like 6 times the size.
Is this going to be the next Lessie? Believe the hype, guys. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
And then just crash out of every race ever.
oh, Raymond speed bump at Red Bud or whatever it was. That was rough.
Oh, yeah.
oh my god.
It was just some extra landing for the. What a nice guy. He just laid down and there's some extra cushion.
Exactly. A little extra, yeah, it was cushion,
Yeah, that was a little violent.
Oh, it was probably still one of the worst wrecks I've ever seen in motocross. Period.
He deserves it though. No, just kidding.
Yeah, no, I hate to oddly agree, but man, the whole Lessie family has always been, especially their dad, like Tony Alessi,
His
was
dad,
banned for like a year, I think, from AMA tracks after I like to call it Lasergate, when
Yeah.
Jeff
God,
did the
yeah.
whole green laser on Villapoto at Washougal, I think it was.
That's insane.
Sponsored by Monster. It's green.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, Illuminati confirmed. Yeah, like that was some of the dumbest crap I think I've ever seen.
But he's racing Canadian motocross now, right? I think because he couldn't keep
Oh,
up with
yeah.
AMA anymore. Yeah.
I think so. I think he's just threw in the towel basically.
Yeah.
Because everybody
Yeah.
hates him. Have you
Honestly,
seen
Go ahead.
it's pretty funny at the Supercrosses, like the Moto Concepts tent, like everybody's crowding like all the other tents and they're always in the corner and there's like one person over there like can you shine my hat? Like like it's so funny. Like it shows everywhere how much people like don't like him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, he has more talent than I have ever had on a track. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like, we give him so much hell, but it's his character we give him hell for. It's not, like his riding abilities, but it still just cracks me up that I honestly, in my opinion, I would love to see him go to arena cross and watch people slam the hell out of him, because you know how physical arena cross is compared to any other form of racing with dirt bikes right now. So it'd be kind of crazy to see the type of cornering that he would have on arena cross with everybody seeing him there.
Yeah, he'd get to start and then hit the whoops, and in that corner it'd be all over.
Yep, yeah, he would be thrown into the second row signing autographs early. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I don't think anybody would want that autograph, but to each their own. Oh my gosh. Yeah, speaking of airheads, I'm becoming one. No. Oh man, but yeah, good for Marvin.
Yeah, definitely.
Confidence booster. Do you think he's gonna be like definitely one of the top guys for next year?
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think he'll absolutely be a competition for Tomac. I don't know though. I mean, we saw how Tomac went. He went from dominant to making a stupid mistake in the lead on a triple by himself. Broke his front brake, and that's what caused a lot of his points loss. But it was just a mental error. But I think Muscan's gonna be the first, because Dungey wasn't aggressive. You know what I mean? He was always a great rider. He would hold back and let the points kind of come to him in whatever podium spot that he had. But Muscan, the difference is he has the talent of Dungey, in my opinion, but he's actually aggressive and fights for position. So that's going to be one thing that Tomac has not had since, Villapoto or anybody else that, would run with him. So
Yeah, he's super technical too. Like when you watch him, like he's a different level of consistent compared to like half the field.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man.
Well, we're just talking about what's his face, the announcer. I'm forgetting.
Oh, Shelfraheen.
Shalfraheen, yeah. Have you seen that? Oh man, Blake Shipman. Have you seen like when they do the voiceover?
I have not
It's
actually. I need
like
to watch
we
that.
have a good race here today, and like, oh, it's too classic. I put it in one of our videos when Dungy was all like good toilet paper, good trailer, everything's real good. like Blake Shipman just ripped him a new one.
That's great. I'll have to watch that.
But yeah, Ralphie Ralph.
I mean, at the same time, like it's kind of hard too, because coming from us moto guys, you know, we know a lot about the sport, but he kind of does it for the people that don't know much about the sport, that might be their first time watching, you know, and don't know, you know, about like why clutching and, you know, everything else is important, and, you know, just all the little minor stuff that we take for granted in the sport. But at the same time, it is, you know, mildly cringy for us, of course, that do know about it. And even Emmy, you can see the look on his face half the time, like, really? We're gonna talk about this today, huh? Like, how important is the start on this race? Well, you know, it's kind of important.
Yeah, I love it when they're like, what's the key to this race? And it's like, usually getting a good start,
Staying on the bike, you know,
coming across the line first. That's probably a big one. But yeah, I personally I like him more than Emig.
Yeah, I mean,
for just
Emmy
like
seems a little
flow
bit
and
aggressive. Like, I don't know what it is. It's hard to describe his attitude in racing.
he always I feel like he comes off kind of like douchebaggy, you know, like I've seen him in real life too, and he kind of like, I don't know, he's not gonna really like go out of his way and talk to you, you know, if you like say hi or something, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's got kind of an ego thing, but just Ralph is just, he flows good when he's talking and like fun to listen to, and then I don't know, MX just gets a little annoying sometimes. He always cuts Ralph off. I've noticed that.
Yeah, like Ralph is a true commentator, while Emming just more talks about the sport, you know.
Yeah. Like if it wasn't for Ralph, then he wouldn't be able to tie it together.
So what are you guys thinking about the track so far now that you have a couple laps on it?
I like it. It's cool, all the like hip jumps. You know, like they have like the separate lines in some spots too. It's pretty cool. Alex, am I lapping you? Come on, man.
I'm spectating, dude. I'm spectating you guys.
Okay.
I'm sitting here just crashing everywhere. I was like I've been like 124 seconds up, so I know something's up.
Yeah, I'm on lap 5. You guys are on 8.
Yeah, I'm just crashing everywhere right now. But I do enjoy this track.
Yeah, it's fun. I like the ruts too. There's a lot of off camber and like mixes it up a lot. It's not like not to rip it on JGMX tracks, but it's always pretty similar.
Yeah, a lot of elevation
here.
changes, different lines, inside outsides, you know, for race lines, which is good. We had a lot of fun racing it for St. Jude. That was for sure. That was a good time.
Yeah, it's got a lot of interesting stuff on it. Oh, I still haven't checked out Supercross or anything too. I'll finish this one off and then go to straight rhythm or something. Oh. I mean, what else do you want to talk about here?
I know, I was gonna say, I was like, I already came up with one thing. It's your turn, guys.
I don't know. Why'd you start making YouTube videos? And like when did you start making YouTube videos?
You asking me, or like overall question for all of us?
Oh well, I know Rocks. Yeah, just mostly you.
It's crazy. It's been about 3 years now. April 2015. So coming up on 3 years. Here's actually a little bit earlier than that, but that's when I like really got into the whole YouTube game kind of a thing, and streaming more than YouTube actually. So YouTube was kind of like a secondary for the fun of it. Well, I enjoyed live streaming, and YouTube didn't really have that yet. So and also, you know, Twitch is kind of like that, I don't know, that cool place to be when you stream kind of a thing, I guess. And I don't know, I just try to make it work. Somehow hit 1,000 followers in 6 months, which was huge to me, and
oh wow,
had a good following. And then it sadly, especially now, I used to pull 60 viewers a night, and nowadays I maybe pull 5. So it's just kind of, that up and down of streaming YouTube or anything of the sort. So that was actually a nice little oppo.
I saw that.
I saw that.
But I don't know. It's still fun. I still stream daily. It's just not what it used to be, but I really enjoy it, especially coming back to Sim finally after taking a break. So it's kind of cool to get back to that YouTube side as well.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the streams are a lot of fun. We've been enjoying those a lot. I think we're actually going to start doing them weekly, like once every Thursday or something like that, and just see how it goes.
Yeah, schedule with that will definitely it helps bring a lot more viewers in too, because a lot of people will see a video later. Even a stream could be a video, of course, later. But when there's a lot of people watching at once, people want to be a part of that, and that's really what people get into a lot of times is the live stuff. So
yeah.
Yeah, on donut
especially with
streams.
you guys have been blowing that stuff up, with your like you guys said, you had 90 riders in your last race you did on stream, so
like 45, 50.
Okay, well, I mean, still like a ton,
believe.
You had at least a full lobby. Oh, bar drag.
Oh yeah, double stacked, so it was more than enough for that track.
Yeah.
You could say that again.
It was more than enough for that track. Oh man. I don't know what else here. Can we grill you on a couple questions?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm an open book. You guys know. Roast me if you want. To be like, dude, you're the next Ralph Shaheen for Sim. Thanks for being a douche. Like, I don't care what you go for it. I've heard it all probably. As Donut would say, Moto a hoo-ha, back at it again. So
Moto a hoo-ha. Oh my gosh. I'd say like when did you start riding in real life, and do you still ride like often?
I started riding, as funny as it is, got my first ever dirt bike at the age of 3 for Christmas morning.
Heck yeah.
Got a little Suzuki JR50 that my dad hated the fact that it was a 2-speed, so he custom modded it to make it a 4-speed, which was kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing back then. And I got kind of lucky, actually. My dad still to this day owns and builds custom hot rods. So he owns a machine shop that in Southern California, they just, build stuff constantly. So even dirt bikes for himself, he'd always mod stuff. So I got my first one when I was 3. No joke. 3 months into riding, I hit a fence really hard and got scared as a kid and didn't touch the bike again until I was 5. Not gonna lie. After that, I started racing at the age of 8. I was only 25 minutes away from Glen Helen, so I used to go there all the time and do just young kid races and by Riverside and Paris and all that stuff. I actually did more BMX racing than motocross back then, and then got into 250s and raced B class until I was 17. Shattered my jaw in freestyle BMX, and that was the end of my career for all that.
Dang.
Yeah, I still got 3 plates and 6 screws in my jaw from it. So that was just that. I mean, I've broken so many other bones, but it's just that one terrifying crash that makes you realize, is it worth it, kind of, and. You know what I mean? Like it was just a bad wreck. So.
Yeah, it's the head injuries that kind of scare you.
Yeah. Yeah. Turned down backflip at a competition at Venice Beach in California ended it. So that'll do it.
Well, I don't go upside down, so I don't have that problem, right?
Hopefully not. Yeah, just don't face a jump like I did. Just didn't realize how slow I was going. Backflip came around, and second I realized there was no coming out of it, so just chin first right to the top of the dirt landing, and that was it. So.
Jeez.
Yeah. But it was kind of cool, though. I've actually got to meet quite a few cool, riders and everything. Actually, I grew up with Josh Grant. We went to high school together for a couple of years, and we used to ride at Glen Helen all the time. I was actually there when he got signed by Honda, which was really cool. I was riding for Honda Chaparral way back in the day, like as a co-sign. Actually worked at Chaparral too at the same time. That was kind of funny.
That's tight.
And then in BMX, I got to grow up with James Foster, which is now part of the Nitro Circus team, which is really cool to see. And we used to do freestyle BMX back in the day when I used to ride for Fit Bikes. So it's crazy to see how many people I've known that have had horrible wrecks too that still do it, while I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I'm 30 plus and just going back to college here soon, and I get to ride every once in a while, but not as much as I used to. So
yeah.
That's cool. Like,
cool.
Were you sponsored like for BMX?
Yeah, from Fit Bike Co. Quite a while ago. Yeah, I rode. My first sponsor ever was for Nerve Bikes, which Stephen Murray was on. Sadly, man, poor guy still. He's paralyzed from the neck down on a double backflip crash at I think it was in was it Gravity Games? I think it was years ago when they had that. So it's sad to see that he's in that state. But after that, I left to ride for Fit Bike Co., which is still one of my favorite companies of all time too, which is still pretty cool. But yeah, had a couple of decent sponsors, but it was all for amateur. I never went pro, sadly. So I raced a 250B class, and then I went from beginner to I guess it was intermediate now. I don't even know how they classify freestyle now. So it's kind of weird how it was then to now, but it would just be, you know, amateur and pro pretty much back then, but they got intermediate now and stuff like that. So, but I did a BMX park and dirt. That was my two things. I actually got nauseous on half pipe, as odd as that is. I'm motion sick. So if I do 180s for long enough, I get really nauseous. So it's kind of funny. But 360 tail whips and stuff like that was no problem because it's like a one-time trick kind of a thing. So
that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I look at that stuff.
Yeah, I tinkered around with BMX, but that sucks. So
yeah, Dramamine nowadays. Like if I even go like on a ride in a bus or something that I'm not in control of, I got to take Dramamine. It's horrible. The older you get, the worse it gets. Yeah, motion sickness sucks.
That's crazy. I don't get motion sick at all. Like I can spend like days on a boat and I'm fine. Like
yeah, see, weird as boats are fine. Just if it's left or right, yeah, up and down is no problem. It's all about the left and right of. It's weird as it not being in control. It's hard to describe. Like on an airplane, if we bank to a side, I get nauseous. But if we have turbulence, it's like up and down or even like a little bit side to side, I'm totally fine. It's the like weird. The body roll feeling. Yeah.
I kind of know like the feeling though. Like I kind of understand where you're coming from.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling. But so when you like drive, just like, but you're in control, then it's just like everything's
so I
fine.
feel nothing. Yeah, unless we go like into the mountains, like you know, living here now in northern Georgia, like right on the as joking as I say, butt crack of Tennessee and Georgia, we have a lot of mountains up here. If you go through, have you guys ever heard of it? The Dragon's Tail, which is a big road for like street bikers and stuff.
Oh
it's
yeah,
so windy and stuff. That if I take that halfway through, I got to pull over for a little bit and take a breather and get, you know, ready for the rest of it because it's just, I think it's something like 60 something turns and 15 miles or something like that. So it's windy up a mountain. So just, yeah, it throws you way off.
That's cool though.
But I grew up right next to Big Bear though. So I used to head up that way all the time. And when I was younger, it wasn't so bad, but now it's pretty rough.
Dang, yeah, when I was a kid, I used to get that a lot. Like on the way to school, I'd pull over and throw up. And I know the feeling. It's horrible. But
I think it's also when you're hungover too. I mean,
but like for me, thankfully, it's gotten better with when I've gotten a little bit older. So
yeah, I got lucky with that with asthma. I had horrible asthma as a kid, but I luckily grew out of that. But wish I grew out of my motion sickness. That's gotten worse over the years.
Man, that's crazy.
That's cool though that you were doing like BMX and stuff, and then I don't know. I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So you're on like a flow team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thing?
Yeah.
Like it was like an amateur.
Yeah, amateur just sign on. Yeah, like it was kind of cool. The Fit Bike Warehouse. If you guys have heard S&M Bikes.
Yeah,
it's another company. Fit Bike actually originated out of S&M, and they're in Santa Ana, California, which is about an hour and a half from my house. And I finally had one time to go out there and drive to the facility where they made the bikes, and it was really cool to just walk through, watch them actually make a custom frame and get everything ready for it. And it was cool to get like, you know, $2 a t-shirt. Wasn't exactly free, but $2 was no big deal. So I grabbed like a ton of swag while I was there, and you know, any parts I needed was 75% off for my bike. So wasn't full, you know, factory, but at least like they backed me up as long as I rode their equipment. So it was pretty cool back then.
That's tight.
They actually still have, it's funny, my wife and I both have a Fit Bike in the shed right now in the backyard. So we still have a couple of rides from them. Sadly, those weren't when I was sponsored, but you know, newer bikes is for the hell of it to have them. So
that's cool though.
Yeah. Back in the day too, if you ever heard of him, Robbie Madison, that used to race BMX for, well, it wasn't quite at the Olympic level, but he used to be a pro in BMX racing. He actually owned the company when I was writing for him, and Shadow Conspiracy also was becoming a thing right when I was leaving the company. So it was really cool to see how much they developed over time, you know.
Wow, that's cool. So Robbie's the one that does all the like crazy stuff, right?
He was the one that did BMX racing, not the Robbie Madison that does motocross, like the set the world records or whatever. No,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
yeah,
what?
No, I think I'm 90% sure his name is correct. But yeah, Robbie Madison, he used to be one of the top BMX like Team USA racers for pro racing. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Like around what year were you sponsored and everything?
Oof. Let's see. So being 32, I quit when I was 17. So this is 15 years ago I quit riding. So I was sponsored for Fit by 3 years before I quit, and then Nerve right behind that. So it was about 3 years sponsorship from, God, I'm trying to think. It's joys of writing and thinking. It would be 2013 through 2016, 2017. Or sorry, take off the one. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like early 2000s.
2003 through 2006, 2007. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really messed around too much with BMX stuff or any of that, but that's pretty cool to get sponsored and everything.
Yeah, it just got kind of lucky, actually. I was just at a skate park one day and just randomly got signed. Just somebody was there just watching and just got kind of lucky.
Dang. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't get a whole lot from it. Like I said, we got discounts, but the only really cool part was they paid for any of our entry fees. That was the cool part about it over anything. Because even for amateurs, $50 just to compete, whether you did well or not. So, being younger and stuff like that. And then they'd also take care of, like, if you had apartments, stuff like that, they'd help pay your rent and, everything. It was pretty cool. Like, they had a pretty good lineup for even their amateur guys. But of course, the pro guys got like $1,200 a month just to not even worry about rent or anything and just to constantly make videos and all that stuff. But it was cool. We had got to ride with some decent people like Mike Aiken. Back in the day, he was one of my favorites. Had a chance. Luckily enough, got to beat Dave Mira way back in the day. TJ Lavin, Ryan Nyquist, all them used to hang out every once in a while, and all the big pro names now. It's so sad to see, what happened to Dave, but just it was cool just to have the chance that when we were riding, we'd compete usually Friday or Saturday, and then they compete the next day. So we just have a chance to ride on the track with them, or the course, whatever we had, and especially like the Venice Beach or the Mervyn's Beach Bash back in the day and all that kind of stuff. Triple B comps, those were always just fun to hang out with all the pros.
Yeah, that is super cool. Cause I don't know, I was just at the Anaheim and Supercross, and all those guys were there doing the dirt jumps, and I thought that was super sick. Yeah,
they did a Monster Energy Cup too. I didn't get to see any of the competition of that, but I saw they had it there.
Yeah, I forget everybody who's there, but I know like it's kind of a newer face, or maybe like older, but like Mike Clark.
Yeah, Mike Clark. Kyle Bodog was probably there.
Yeah.
I know Nyquist still does it these days, which is crazy. He's like the oldest guy out there, but still doing it.
And like winning too. He won a dirt contest recently, right?
I think so. I hadn't had a chance to keep up with as much, but I know he's been definitely getting top threes.
Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, the originator of the suicide no-hander. Still one of the, as dumb as it looks and as easy as it looks, still one of the hardest tricks to really get, because when you lock your bars in on an old school no-hander, you don't have to worry about your front end turning, but suicide no-hander, you literally just lean back, grab the seat with your knees, and just let your hands go back and just hope that you get the bars back before you land. It's kind of sketchy.
Jeez. Yeah, it's so complex. Like, I can't even like fathom it, because like I can tail whip a scooter, but those bars aren't moving.
Scoot skills.
Yeah,
not to brag or anything, but
honestly, I as much as I kind of laugh at scootering, those guys are nuts, dude. Like some of the stuff they do at like Nitro Circus, it's pretty crazy, and just seeing them like flip on just flat ground out of nowhere and like flip tail whip bar spin on flat. Like I don't get how they do some of that stuff. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, like Ryan Williams on Nitro is pretty crazy.
Williams,
and he does bike stuff too. Like
he's the first person to land a 1260 the other day. I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah, it's crazy. He does stuff on the scooter and then he just hops on the bike and does stuff on that. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, Nitro Circus guys, and even Pastrana at his old age, it's still cool to see him still participate in some of it still to this day. Like, it's not as much as he did, but man, it's just, his body has gone through more than any of ours probably combined has gone through.
Yeah.
I think I saw a diagram of like all the bones he's broken and like how many times, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's basically like a real life crash test dummy.
Actually, that's the best way you could probably ever put it.
Seriously though, like he's insane.
Yeah. I'll never forget that video of watching him. He's only landed, I think, ever to that mulch pile, but that TP7 that he did was just still to this day one of the craziest things I've ever seen on a dirt bike. Like a 720 on a dirt bike, that's just insane that it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like nobody else is even close to his level.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I remember
too.
watching his double backflip.
Yep.
What year was that? It was like
2003, I think, way back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that he had the flannel on.
Yep, the flannel and the full like football jersey and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
so
don't blame
cool.
him though. I would have to be all padded up too. That's just insane to even attempt, you know.
Especially being the first guy, like there's so many there's only so many trial runs and like like you have to have so many questions when you're the only guy doing it.
Yep.
Like how
Now
hard
everybody
Having
does
your own
it.
private foam pit definitely helped out with that. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Definitely took it to the mulch a couple times, I'm guessing.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But he landed it so clean too. Like it just seemed like he'd done it a million times, you know, and just I don't know. It was crazy how well he pulled it. And nowadays they're doing variations of the double back, which I just don't understand how that's possible. And double front flips too now. That's just even crazier.
Seriously?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
He's even doing 360 front flips now too.
Oh man.
I saw somebody do a heel click or double backflip.
Yeah, that was I'm trying to think of who that was. That was at the Nitro games, I think it was, right?
So crazy. Yeah, I think it was Nitro, but like can't wrap my head around that. It's one thing to go around twice, but like to just add something in the middle, it adds so many factors to it. It's just like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's one thing that I, just from going through it, like when I was learning 360 backflips back in the day into foam pit it was Paris at a really cool skate park there. When I was learning it, I had no idea what I was doing, and then I just had somebody go, when you lean your head and search for where you're going, your body follows, and I was like, really? And that was like the one trick that I mean, it's a lot easier on a bike because that's like what 30 pounds, so on a dirt bike that's 200 pounds, so it's crazy to think that your body could yank enough with just following your head where you're going. I just can't fathom how that's possible.
Yeah, and physics are crazy too when it comes to dirt bikes when you start going upside down and stuff, so
Yep.
like that's crazy just to figure out.
Yep.
Like,
How
I've
much
seen
throttle you have to help bring the front end up, and yeah, everything.
Yeah, like I've seen like all the new whips that everybody's doing, like it's just they're just backwards and upside down, and like I don't know, it's never gonna come to an end, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep getting crazier and crazier. Especially they're doing it off like 80-foot jumps, like what are they gonna be doing it off like 140 and doing like crazier stuff, It doesn't have an end.
And also the new quarter pipe events too. That's kind of cool to watch.
Oh yeah. Like the bike flip when he does that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Thomas Pages.
Yeah, Pages, yeah.
Crazy.
That guy's also got crazy whip skills too. That guy just I don't know how he can whip his bike around like that.
Yeah, just on another level.
Actually, now I just thought about it. Straight Rhythm Saturday. What do you guys think about that?
It's cool.
Wow.
I don't really know. Like, I know Ronnie's gonna be there.
Yeah, well, they're doing something separate though, which will be interesting. They're doing a two-stroke battle.
Yeah, the premix, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be 8 riders called the Ken Roxon two-stroke challenge or something like that, where Chad Reed will be on a 04 YZ250, which is pretty cool to see him bring back the old bike.
That's cool.
Ronnie Mack, Mike Brown, Haker. I think that's how you say his name, right? Haker.
Yeah, Colton Haker.
Colton Haker. Yeah. He'll be in that as well as a couple other riders. That'll be cool. And then open class, a bunch of the guys coming back, but the Alta is making a comeback too again this year with Josh Hill. So that'll be interesting to see how he does on it this year.
Oh dang! Should be the Ronnie Mack two-stroke.
I agree.
Like Ronnie Mack premix straight rhythm. You know how sick that'd be?
Yeah. So who do you think is going to be Ronnie Mack this year? Do you think it's going to be Brett Q, or do you think it's going to be who else? I know Kennard quit, so it's not going to be him riding as Ronnie Mack anymore. I can't think of it. Dang it, who was the other one? It's not Anderson. It's
Albertson.
Albertson, thank you, Albertson. Yes, it's either going to be Brett Q or Albertson. I'm not sure who. Probably Albertson, I bet.
It's funny. I was telling Alex like one time I was in the truck with my dad and he's just talking to Jimmy Albertson. I was like, "That's Ronnie Mack." It's so crazy.
It's always so funny. Everybody's always like, "No, Ronnie Mac is an actual person." It's like, I mean, in a way, technically, he is.
Who do you think he is?
Like I said, Brett Q or Albertson, hands down. I mean, we already have proof of it, so.
I think he changed
Albertson,
it,
just the way he talks is like,
Yep.
you just know, it's so funny.
But some
and
of the
whenever
writing,
they did like the Goon Ride videos, it would be Kennard doing it after you've seen his like Goon Ride videos that he's done himself. So it's kind of funny that they get him in for the insane race stuff, and then they'd have Albertson in for just the funny videos and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like every time he's in Supercross, it's like then they put the camera on like Albertson. I'm like, go Ronnie.
We all know it's you.
I wish they had Trevor Piranha coming in. That'd be kind of funny again this year, because I think he raced last year, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know who he is though.
Oh, where's Pastrana this year with the 500? That was my favorite of last year. That was
awesome.
awesome
Oh,
to
yeah.
watch. You just catch up in the whoops like nobody else, but everything else, it was such a big bike that he could barely muscle it around to stay low, you know?
Yeah, that was super cool. I wish they had a 125 straight rhythm.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be
Get
really fun to watch.
like Marvin. Marvin would probably do that because he's so light. Probably win that.
Have you seen the video of him on the 150?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
sick.
crazy.
Oh my gosh. That's like one of my favorite dirt bike videos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man.
He's just so good. That just shows how good he is that he can just hop on that and just go that fast
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
without even thinking. It's just crazy. I'm running this straight rhythm right now, and it's freaking fun.
I was just watching you. I think I'm going to run over there.
Oh,
Give it a go.
Yeah, I don't remember it too well. I'm gonna go over there as well.
Here we go.
I ran like a billion laps on this track now, so
Yeah.
yeah, I did 10. And I'm like, that's it. Going
done.
over.
Pack it up, boys. Never doing it again.
I've done my time.
Oh, God.
Brought.
Almost took you out, or vice
I
versa.
can tell if I thought I almost took you out.
Uh-oh.
I'm catching up. Wait for me, guys.
Oh, God.
Anybody listening to this on audio, I'm sorry that we're talking about what we're doing, but
Well, they can watch, too.
yeah. If you're interested, just start watching now. Oh,
Forget everything else we've already talked about. You don't need that anymore.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's a podcast with options. It's a free country. Oh
free
my
country.
gosh. I heard some people are in the comments saying they're doing homework listening to it. They're playing sim.
That's cool. That's kind of what we wanted to happen, too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
give options. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Background noise.
Yeah. I'll do it. You know, if I'm home alone, like, it's weird having it be so quiet. You know, I'll just turn on the TV, even if I'm not watching it,
Yep.
you know? Or, like,
Yeah, whenever I gotta do
For
like
sure.
dishes and housework, whatever, I'll just put on like Scrubs season whatever, and just like, oh yeah, I remember how good the show is, but I'm not even watching. So it's like
Yeah.
some noise in the background.
Yeah, you just put on like Everybody Loves Raymond or something.
Okay, shout out to this straight rhythm, because it actually has, like, a big jump at the end.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, you really gotta
Yeah.
huck it.
Want to race? Just
Oh,
warning
man.
you, I'm pretty fast.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
We'll do a three-way race.
It's never
It
been
ain't
done.
gay if it's in a three-way.
Oh, God.
It's okay. Alex is in the middle.
Slow down.
So it's like, oh.
Swapping it.
All right. Let me hop in.
You're looking like Ronnie right there.
All right, I think I'm in position.
All right, he's gonna count it down. Are we just going? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Oh! Calculated.
Oh, why didn't I try that? Gosh.
Oh!
No! Threw it away.
No.
I'm going for the Sim Bros.
Came up short on that one.
Nothing like me
No!
to lose on my own straight rhythm. No!
Alex, you're gonna take it.
No, I cheated. I went around the whole section.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go team.
Oh my gosh, I'm right in the middle of the wall takeoff.
Oh
I was gonna hit you and help you
Oh.
over again. Oh.
Oh man.
Freaking nailed it.
What...
Except not really. I just kind of bounced through everything.
The
I didn't
backflip,
fall.
though.
Oh, I went a bit too far. I could have doubled.
Yeah.
All right.
Not gonna make the finish.
Just huck it. Just Ronnie Mac it. Just do a huge boner hair. Just run it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm casing it.
I bet if we could get a good run at this thing, we'd probably whip the hell out of this thing. I want to see.
Wants to do it.
Knowing you guys in your whip everything videos.
Heck yeah.
The newest one was interesting. We tried to flip everything. That didn't look like it went too well.
It's
no,
hard.
it's pretty. We suck at flips, so.
Oh, I OG'd the hell out of that.
It's hard to get like
It's a little
consistent
difficult.
flips. It's funny.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're like starting out the video. You're like, all right, we're doing pretty good, and then just nothing. You just can't
Yeah,
land
just 5
anything.
minutes
It's so funny.
Death.
Yeah, you're like these guys make content on this game. They're trash. Like people make fun of us so much for being so bad at the game. It's like,
Yet they still watch the hell out of your channel.
yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, they keep on coming back.
They love it.
You guys
Oh,
are like heroin. It's so bad for you, but apparently people can't quit it.
Yeah. I've yet to clear the entire jump.
Yeah, same.
Oh my
I'll do
gosh.
it once, and then every other time now it's been just a little bit short.
come on. Well, you fit right in here.
Jumping this backwards.
OJ
Okay.
again. My God.
I'm gonna try to
You're
I'll try to
OJing.
backflip.
Oh, you're coming
That's
from
not
off
gonna
the
go
track? I see.
Oh man,
Nicely done.
I landed right on my head. That's what I was going for. Oh,
I landed
Nice.
that. I don't even know how I did.
barely.
I think you need to start from the wall. I think that's what it is.
It showed you went through the ground a little bit.
Physics, man. Physics.
Yeah, spot on. Dude, Alex, come from off the track here.
Why? I almost had that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey,
You're
Mr.
making a fool out of yourself, man.
That was
Yeah,
okay.
see? We have the right idea. We're doing it legit.
I'm coming from off the I'm doing the easy way. I'm hitting the easy button.
Damn it.
Watch, I'll triple back into this. Or quad.
So you've been playing the fractured butthole?
Actually, as sad as it is, I've yet to start it. I
Ah.
plan on doing the whole game on stream, so just been kind of waiting until I get a stream of it going. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, I'm excited. I beat the entire first game. It was great. I really enjoyed the Stick of Truth. But yeah, the fractured butthole should be a lot of fun. It sounds rough, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
But,
I watched.
go ahead.
Are you streaming that on Twitch? Because I definitely want to stop in and check it out.
Yeah, I'll be doing that on Twitch. Yep.
Heck yeah.
I do. It's kind of funny. I've decided. I've been mulling it over for a while, but I think everything motocross from now on will only be on YouTube, and then everything else I want to play, I'm just gonna do on Twitch as like a variety stream type thing. So
Okay.
I just a happy way to split it up, so that way if people want to watch one type of content, they would know where to go, and other type is right there. So
Cool. Yeah, I'll
Nice.
definitely stop in and check that out because I do like those games. I played the first one a little bit, but I never beat it. I never finished it. And I'm thinking about picking up the fractured butthole.
It's so funny saying it every time.
It's so funny.
The
But
people
yeah.
who don't know, it's the new South Park game, right?
Oh, that was huge. Oh, I was hoping to land that.
Hopefully most people know.
Because
Oh man.
you guys didn't even say South Park. You're just like, are you?
True.
Hey, when are you gonna pick up the fractured butthole? It's like, I'll play the fractured butthole sometime soon.
Sounds like a
I got some free
sex story
time.
we shouldn't talk about.
Oh man. It's so funny.
But
though.
actually, I just finished the other day. Finally, it took forever to get through it, but The Evil Within, and I've got the second one ready to go. So that's part of our horror month. We usually do it. I've been waiting to stream that as well. But yeah, the first game, a lot of people gave it a lot of hell, but I loved it. I thought The Evil Within was a fantastic game. Long
Yeah.
game too. It took me 18 hours just to beat the
Oh,
main
man.
story, and then 8 hours to beat the DLC. So it's a long game.
That's cool. I hate picking up a
But-
game that you think you're gonna invest a ton of time into, and then you beat it in 3 hours.
Yes, that's the worst. Like,
Destiny 2 was like
Oh.
that for me. Like I beat it in like.
Unless you grind for end game stuff, you know what I mean. But yeah,
That's
Destiny
true.
2 story was so short.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I finally actually cleared the raid myself not too long ago with a group of friends, and that was pretty fun.
Dang, I haven't beaten
God.
the raid yet.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting at a 293, I think, on my main. So it's just I just haven't touched in a while though, just with so many other games out, you know.
Yeah, I'm at like 260 or something like that, but
yeah,
it's like I got a ways to go.
As odd as it is, and easiest way to light level up is just keep doing public events. Don't even do any of the strikes or anything. If you just keep doing public events, you're almost guaranteed to go up a couple light levels every couple of hours. It's pretty, or power levels, I should say, not light levels, but power levels.
Yeah, I did that to get to level 20, like uber quick. I just grinded it out with one of my friends. It took so long, but we're there. We're there.
We're there, man. But
I'm not trying to brag, but I got 0 hours. I'm level 0.
Hey, you got a chance if
0
you
light
have a
hours.
console. It comes out on PC and what is it, in
October
5 days, I think?
24th, yeah, something like that.
Oh dang!
It's a fun game. It's really fun. I played the crap out of the first one.
Oh, same.
So it's like, oh man, I probably had like 80 hours, 90 hours into it.
Dang, keep OJing that.
And to like some people, that's not a lot, you know, but like that was a lot for me.
That's a lot.
Back in the day. Well, I got like 150 into Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, exactly. That's a crap load.
Yeah, but there's so much grinding in that game though to unlock everything unless you buy the passes, you know?
Oh, yeah.
There's so much to do in that. Odd as it is, I think it's crazy that my most time into any game ever is Dark Souls. I don't know why. I'm a huge Souls fan. Like I've beaten all 3. I have the platinum trophy on Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 2, and almost Bloodborne. Like I play those games way too much. Yeah.
Aren't those like really, really hard?
But I haven't beaten it. Yeah, it's one of those games that they're hard because it's trial and error. But once you figure out what to do and where to go, I think I could beat Dark Souls 1 in like 4 hours now. Like the whole game, every boss, everything, like speed run the hell out of it. But Dark Souls 3, it's still a bit of work to get through for me. I just got to get a little bit more time into it.
Man.
So I'd watch like PewDiePie just like scream his head off when he's playing that, and I was like, I want no part of that. I'm just gonna watch his videos.
The one thing I will say about games like that, though, or Cuphead now, Cuphead is as close to Dark Souls as anything you could play right now, and I love that game. It's so much fun. It's like a 2D side-scrolling, amazing graphics. Like it's all hand drawn. Every bit of the game is hand drawn.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's only $20, and it's worth it. Like the entire game will take you 12 hours to beat at least, and it's just boss battle after boss battle with like little in betweens and. I don't know. It's great. It's one of the few games I give a 10 out of 10 in the last year easily.
Wow.
How did I land that? I don't know if any of you guys caught that, but
I saw it.
I was not watching. What'd you do?
I front flipped and like landed back tire off the very edge and landed down the vert, but it flipped me around perfectly to land it. I don't know. It was weird. Being first person, I have no clue actually what happened.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'm on the Supercross and it's actually fun. I suck so bad at Supercross, but this is like super fun.
I'm heading over.
As I'm messing up if you're spectating me.
I spectated you a little bit. I rode it a tiny bit earlier.
It's got a couple booters.
Jesus, that's violent. My God.
The only game that I've really gotten into like ever was like Portal 2.
Oh, Portal 2 is fantastic.
Those are so fun.
Like that's my still by far my favorite game ever, just because the concept and everything is so different from everything else. So
I still love the whole "How are you?" Well, that's good because I'm a potato. Like that was just one of the funniest random. Just I don't know. GLaDOS is easily one of the greatest villains in any game ever made. Like just perfect personality and just style of it. And I don't know. That's one game I think everybody should play at least once.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Especially since you can get it for like $5 too.
Yeah, they're cheap now.
And two, it's like, how long does it? Probably for your first run through, it'll take you like a good 15 hours.
Yeah, 15 to 20 hours. Yeah, easily. Especially one of those later levels when you start getting like the propulsion gel and all that kind of stuff to figure out the levels. Yeah, it gets tough. Unless you look it up, of course, it'll be a lot quicker. But
yeah, it was so cool. Like when it goes back on Portal 2 and it goes back to like Portal 1 stuff and it's all run down. That was like the best part with it was like something Johnson.
Oh, Clave Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like.
When life gives you lemons, you don't like lemonade. You get pissed off and throw them back. I was like, what the funny.
Yeah, it was so cool. I think too, like you can only play it like through one time, and then it's forever ruined. Because I played through it again, and it was so easy.
I've never
Not
played
the-
the single player.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not the co-op. The co-op is super hard because I haven't finished it. Me and like Alex and I were trying to finish it, and it is difficult. But yeah, like the story part, I just breezed through it, which is more fun than being frustrated. But it probably took me like 6 hours, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've never
yeah,
played
super
this.
cool
If you get
game.
bored, watch. I think it's Games Done Quick, whatever it is, that charity event that they do. A guy beats the entire multiplayer event with 2 controllers and 1 in each hand.
What?
What?
Yeah, beats the entire thing within like 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
This guy needs a
rad.
girlfriend or something. Jesus.
That is a very true statement.
Yeah, he would have finished faster if he had a girlfriend. But
Didn't.
I think speedrunning is pretty funny though. Or not funny,
Oh,
but
it's
I think it's
great.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, man.
I love it when they like you run backwards faster, so the whole game they're just like hopping backwards.
Oh yeah, like Zelda, like Majora's Mask or whatever it was. That
Yeah.
you just like grab a bomb and run backwards as fast. I don't understand how it works, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Like,
Somebody's got to log so many hours into that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually got a good streamer friend of mine that holds the world record in the original Zelda right now for 32 minutes to beat it.
oh my
And
god.
watching him play that, like he streams it probably 3 days out of the week just to keep like any time he could possibly get down or just hold on to that world record. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun to watch, but I couldn't put that amount of time into one game.
Definitely not.
I mean, we already play sim enough to get that fast qualifying lap, right? I mean,
I'm still trash.
Yeah, we played for how many hours and we still suck.
Dude, I'd say
I mean, I'm good at whips, but when I go to turn, it's horrendous.
we have a lot of hours into it. Not as much as most, but like I'd say I'm a good 200 hours in.
dang, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
same.
long
I'm good
time.
like 250, 300. I mean, I've sit down and play sometimes
Yeah.
for like an hour or so.
Which is crazy to
Especially when I
think about.
first got it.
Like looking at the like hour counter on Steam, like it says like 156 hours invested or like whatever, and you're like, there's 24 hours in a day. You're like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I played for like 6 days of this game.
Yeah, like I
So
said, my
funny.
highest game on Steam right now is, like I said, Reflex at like 900 and something hours, but it's just because of track building so much with
Yeah.
that game.
Oh my gosh! Or like you read reviews on Steam, and like
Oh yeah.
some of the CS:GO ones. Oh my god!
Yep,
It's
that
like
Team Fortress 2,
8,000
like 2
hours.
or 3,000 hours.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god! Like, what are you doing?
And it's
My
like
favorite
3
is when they have
stars.
that many and all they say
Yeah.
is game's okay.
Like, it's all right. It's just 8,000 hours into it. It's like, oh my
Like
god.
2.5 stars.
3,000 hours and would not recommend.
Yeah. You just weeding the competition. Man. Video games are
God,
fun.
this track.
Oh,
Fun.
I was hoping to land that. I almost barrel rolled off of you.
Oh, I stopped in the worst spot. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It was actually it would have been amazing if I landed that.
I'm just straight
These back two
garbage.
doubles are sweet.
Yeah, those are really fun. Oh, there you go.
Whip her out. Oh, hey, Bale.
Whoa.
Oh, I can't get that triple in yet.
But yeah, I don't know any other games that I really like love.
I think as
You
odd as
know?
it is, my top 2 games of all time have to be Red Dead Redemption and BioShock. I don't know what it was. I think
BioShock.
it's
Yeah,
just that first time you
BioShock.
play through,
Oh my god.
it's so amazing. There's nothing like it.
I never played Red Dead Redemption. I'm thinking about picking up a copy of the first one just so I can get straight into the second one, you know?
Yep.
But BioShock, I played the first 1 and 2 like a lot, and I'm still going through Infinite. So
Yeah, Infinite's fantastic. The whole story of Columbia and all that stuff was
Oh my
completely
God.
different than Rapture, and it was kind of cool to see.
it's awesome.
But yeah, I highly recommend Red Dead, especially with the new one being a prequel to the first one. So, which is kind of weird because there was another game before Red Dead Redemption called Red Dead Revolver that came out. So it's kind of
Oh,
weird
really?
to know that there's a prequel to this one, but it goes in line with the story of Red Dead Redemption more than Revolver. So
Huh.
Huh. That's cool.
That's tight.
Like with BioShock, like the first like 40 minutes of playing that game is just amazing.
oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
just
the
seeing
first time you
ocean
picked it up.
floor and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so cool.
I like
I know it sounds stupid, but I logged so many hours into Little Big Planet with my brother.
Oh, that was a
Little Big
fantastic
Planet
game.
2.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games because I think it was like our first, because we only had a PS2 before. And so like the first like 6 hours of playing that, we sat down and played all day. It was on a PS3. It was our first PS3 game. It's like by far still one of my favorite games. Even the first Little Big Planet too. Went back and played that, and that one's a lot harder, but it's super fun.
Yeah, I
I
used to
really
play
enjoyed
that.
those for the fact that it's kind of like Mario Maker nowadays, where people can
Yeah.
make all the different levels and stuff, and now Mario Maker kind of trumped that in a great way. But I mean, there's still fantastic games to go back and play.
Like I wish I had a PS4 just so I could have the new Little Big Planet.
Yeah, it
I
was
have
actually
it.
free a couple of weeks ago on PlayStation Plus, which was really cool. So
Yeah, I downloaded it.
yeah, if I'm about
Alex,
to
you
pick it up
have that?
myself.
Yeah, I don't have 2 controllers. Or yeah, I do.
Dude, I'm
One-
coming over, man.
We'll play it next time. Yeah, for sure.
Game
I'll
night.
download it.
Yes. Yes. Oh man. Well, see you guys. I'm gonna go do that now.
That's
But yeah, that was
awesome.
like one of my favorite things because just like I would make levels and then just customizing like character, and there's like nothing really like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, the story was actually really well done too. Like just all the stuff you had to go through in the game.
Yeah, and the soundtrack too is also
Oh
really
yeah,
good
that
on
was
those
really good.
games. Especially the
And
first one. Like I remember seeing the commercial for it, and that like, yeah, it was cool. Cool playing it.
yeah, Media Molecule, the company that made it, actually, I mean, they just did a phenomenal job with it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
just the
else like
graphics
it.
blew me away
That's what's cool about it.
too, because I went from a PS2 to PS3, and that was the first game I played, and the graphics like completely like I never seen anything like that.
That's funny now. Because you were just
Yeah.
saying, like, we played the Hunter earlier. Like, oh my god. It's so
Yeah,
pretty, you know?
it's amazing.
I don't know if you're familiar with it, but like the graphics in the Hunter game are
Whoa.
insane.
I've actually, it's funny. I'm not even saying in one of those ways like, oh my god, well I got no. The developers actually just sent me a review copy of the PS4 version of it, and I've yet to check it out. I've been wanting to. I've just been so busy with
What?
everything else.
That's tight.
Send that my way, would you?
No, it's a really fun
Actually,
game.
what's funny is we could actually account share, so I probably could do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they're just cross like making it available on that platform or what?
It's actually on, I think, Xbox One, PC, and PS4. So I think they're putting it
Oh
on all
wow.
platforms now. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Cool, because I love that game. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then the new Spin Tires is doing the same thing too, because they're putting that in like a standalone new update or whatever. So it's going to be on all consoles as well.
Oh, right on. That game's fun. I used to
I
play
haven't
it.
never played that, but it looks cool. I've seen some videos on it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of hits like a bland point once you've done a lot of stuff in it, but the physics are, I don't know, I've never had physics like that in a game before and just the way mud builds up on your tires and how you got to winch to things to get out, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what was that like realistic car game that you got,
BeamNG Drive?
Alex? Yeah,
Yeah.
BeamNG.
Yeah,
That
one's
cool.
crazy.
That one's fun and all, but like, I don't know, I just stopped playing it after a while.
Have you done all the new mods and stuff on it? Because there's so much you could do in it now.
There's a lot of mods, yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I haven't. I gotta get back into it. I don't
One
even
of the
think it's
funnest ones
downloaded.
I've seen, you could add like 50 turbo or superchargers to like a Dodge Charger, which is kind of funny, and just see how fast you can get it to go. And they stack up too. It's hilarious looking. It's just like skyscraper of superchargers. You have like 5,000 horsepower just trying to go with it.
Oh
Your
my
tires
God.
instantly blow off if you don't set it up right. It's really funny.
I'll have to try
so
that.
much torque.
That's pretty awesome.
And they added planes and stuff now to it. Like there's
Really?
so much you could do in that game. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'll have to re-download it.
And there's
try it out.
multiplayer now too. If you
What?
set up Haimachi and stuff, yeah, you could do multiplayer if you do.
Whoa!
Yeah, there's a couple of videos of how to do it. I've yet to do it. I wanted to, but
Yo.
Alex, you can gift me that.
Hell no, I just gifted you PUBG.
oh, I'm so sorry. There
What
goes
a
hours of
great
wasted
friend.
life.
Dude, I've been thoroughly enjoying PUBG lately.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. I played a lot myself too. We'll have to get together and get killed over and over. Sometime.
Heck yeah.
I just downloaded it, so
Do you
I
have
haven't
any
even opened
wins?
it yet.
Do I have any wins? I think I've like I've only won one single player. I'm garbage at games like that. Like I've never been a first person or third person shooter type person, but I've won one solo, and me and Yellow won a couple of duos, and I think I've won a couple of squads with a couple of friends, but yeah, just not anything like, good scoring or anything. I think my highest kill ever was like 7 kills in a game, and that was it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've only won 2 squad matches, but my highest kill count was 12. So,
jeez, that's a good game.
Like, not too shabby. Yeah. It's so fun. Brock just got it, so we all got to hop in. So
yeah, that'll be fun just to watch him. Like, what do I do? Wait, why hit tab? What's happening? Why don't I just hit E to pick stuff up? Like,
why do I need a pan? Like,
yeah, you gotta cook some bacon there, son.
Yeah, we should stream the first time I play it. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh my god.
So I've maybe watched like 10 minutes of like one of Donut's streams with it, but I completely lost interest because I didn't know what was going on. Like,
see, I totally get that, honestly. That's one of the biggest things about streaming that sucks. People come in, they're like, what's this about? And you kind of tell them like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you later. It's like, oh, okay.
Not really my thing. You're just like,
I stuck around when Mom was playing though, because that was funny with Scooty.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, I was like crying laughing sometimes because like Mom was driving and then just go and like go off a cliff and all of them would die or something, like, or she'd kill Scooty. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny. I'll never forget coming from H1Z1 to that game. That actually, now I think about it, yeah, I was actually gifted it from, I think, Yellow. I can't remember who, but I went into it and I was driving. I just jumped out of the car to like get into a building and I died. I was like, wait, what happened? He's like, you can't get out of a car while it's moving. And I was like, oh, it's the H1. You can. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it. It looks pretty fun.
It's so fun. Like, you suck at it at first, but it's like still really addicting for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like it's more fun to play than to watch, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of those that's like that. Yeah.
Like, I feel like Sim, I really enjoy watching like Kellen's videos, you know? I feel like everybody does. That's why his videos and stuff are so popular. And stuff, because it's kind of fun just to watch somebody just play the game because everybody's so different.
Well, it's cool seeing him like
ride style.
Yeah, it's cool seeing him be like, oh, like that's such a fast line, like I can't even imagine hitting that, you know? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna quad in and then 5 out and stuff. It's like, Jesus.
And then people come to watch my videos like, oh yeah, let's see what he crashes on today.
It's kind of the same with us. Like, some guy was like a while back, he was like, I know Sim is hard, but Alex is just awful.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah. It's so
I don't think either of you guys play first person, do you?
No.
Okay, yeah, I can. That's my biggest comment ever. Like, I could hit tab and play in third, right? Yeah. I'm playing for 3 years. I totally understand what that does. I'm just not a fan of third person. I don't know. Like, I've always been that way with simulators. Like, I always play any simulator in first person.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, on 125s, I really love first person. But for some reason, I just can't wrap my head around the bigger bikes. I always just get out of control and gain too much speed. But on the 125, it's super fun. I feel like Spencer Turley when I'm doing it.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the track for me. Like, on Skyfall, I'll do first person on that one. But
yeah, it's super fun.
I couldn't do it anywhere else, you know?
Like, on national tracks, I feel like I do better when I do first person. Because the ruts and stuff, I'm a little more, like, I can save a lot more from those break-and bumps. Yeah. But anywhere else, like where I'm doing whips and stuff, like for instance, I can't do it on Supercross because when I go through the bowl turn, I come out always at like an angle or like something weird, you know, because I just can't see like that far in front of me.
Yeah.
So it's a little tricky. But I know for a lot of people like Spencer Turley and plenty of others, they're like, that's what they play in, and they're just crazy fast.
Yeah, I think most of the like really fast guys do play in first person.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like looking at my whips.
Yeah. Like when Spencer Turley whips, it's like he's like, "Oh my god, that was huge." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
And then you see in third person, you're like, "Actually, that was halfway decent. I just couldn't tell in the other angle."
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, "Oh wow, that was actually pretty good."
Oh.
Shout out to Spencer Turley. We need to get him on here.
That'd be tight.
He's like a white whale, though. Like, Like, is he on Discord or anything, or no? Does like
No,
anybody
never.
have any connection with him?
I could send him an email if you want. Actually, what's funny is a while back he just randomly emailed me. He was like, "Hey, you want to be a part of one of my videos?" I was like, "How did you get my email?"
What?
Whoa. Is it on your
And-
YouTube?
No, it's on his. We did it was called like Pro and Amateur or something like that. We just talked about stuff about the difference of what it's like being an AM and being a pro. It was kind of a dumb video, but I had fun making it with him. So
That's cool.
I know Jack D's been in a couple of his.
yeah, Jack D. Yeah, he's another one that's been in. Yeah, it was just I don't know. I mean, I put it out there for skins and stuff, and I used to commentate, so I probably got it from there. But
Maybe
it was
he's
just kind of funny
secretly.
just out of nowhere. So yeah, he was actually gonna make a track for St. Jude, but ended up not having time to make it. So
Maybe he secretly hates us.
I think he secretly hates the world. I'll put it that way. You've heard him in his videos. I mean, he has conspiracy against everything in the world. Totally
I
lives
love
in
his
his own mind.
videos.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
like-
saying that in a bad way. Yeah, he just has his own thought process, not in a hateful way at all. Just how everybody has their own, mind view of everything.
He does what he wants, and that's what I
Yeah.
like. Is like
That's awesome.
if people are commenting like, "Don't ever make a video like this again," then you get like a notification like 3 hours later. This like part 2, like
Like all
it's
the
so
stuff he gets
funny.
from the little music videos he makes, everybody's like, "This is garbage."
Yeah.
And like 2 weeks later, there's another music video. It's like, keep doing you, man.
I'm like,
I'm
good
not
for
gonna.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I want to talk to him because he just sounds funny too. Like, he just seems like he's a good person to talk to.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
for
got so
sure.
many opinions on so many things, and he's just like
He's a really nice
entertaining.
guy too. He's helps out when actually if you treat him with respect. You know what I mean? That's a big thing with him is respect.
That's
Oh
cool.
yeah, yeah. I've commented on a couple of his videos as like the Simbros account, but I don't think he's gotten back to any of them.
Okay.
We're
Yeah,
not
just
well
a
known
sigh.
enough.
Just, we're catching him though. Was he at 6,000?
Something like that. Yeah.
Spencer, we're coming.
Like I said, you're
Please
triple
come on the
me and they're
podcast.
triple
That'd help
you,
us
so we're
out.
all like 3 off on each other. And then the battle of Ty and Donut is going on.
Oh yeah.
They're like right at about each other's same subscriber amount.
Donut's videos are so good though.
Oh, he cracked me up.
Like, I like Thailand a lot, but sorry, dude, Donut has like the most entertaining, like fast-paced videos.
Yep.
Thailand does have a lot
that's
more like
difference of him though.
production quality, I feel like, because on a
Yeah.
lot of his new ones, he's been kicking it up a notch with the intro and like the background music. It just all goes well. He's always got like high energy. But yeah, Donut is just, when you see like a 3-minute video from Donut, it's just gonna be classic. So
Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing I like about them too is that they both have their own different style. Where like Thailand is like 100%, in your face, like not in a bad way, just like pure attitude, happy going, electric the entire video. Where Donut's all about like production value and just the randomness of Donut.
yeah, what goes on in his head, just nobody knows.
I don't think we want to know. I'm scared to get in.
I
that
do.
brain.
Man.
It's too much Szechuan sauce. I'll tell you that much.
Well, why do you think, like, oh my god, I was about to say something, but I just don't want to be that guy.
I bet you all the comments now are going to be like, "Be that guy. What were you going to say?"
Oh man.
It's
Like,
it's
for
your
another
hairline.
video.
I cracked. It's Donut's hairline.
I make a joke
I always
with them
joke
with that all the
about.
time because I've got a 5 head as well, so I totally get it, man.
I always joke like when he was doing that stream where he, like, a bunch of people had donated like over 100. I was like, now you have enough for Bosley, man.
That's right.
But yeah, good for Donut. What's he been up to? As I've seen, he's made a video recently.
Yeah, he made a
But
video about the new Supercross game coming out and why not to be hyped
Oh
for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to bring back those streams though. Like, talk about hype. Like, there'd be 200 people watching.
Oh yeah.
So fun. And then where's mom? What's mom doing?
I don't know. I've been talking to mom forever. She stopped by one of my streams once, and I haven't seen her around since.
Oh man, I know.
Hmm.
Help mom get to 1 million, guys.
There we go.
Her channel will be in the description. Well, I don't know.
And of course, Barkus Schmeasley, his recent video blew up pretty huge. He
Oh,
had,
which one?
3,000 views in like a day. His video about the new Supercross game coming out. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, and his LCQ Studios. That's what it was. We all got a
yeah.
demo for that game to show off the
Well-
customization. No, you're good. and show off like the customization of the game. And he was the first one to get one out, and his video blew up.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of freedom in the customizing of it. It's a lot like Sim, but a bit more ironed out. You know what I mean? So you don't have to do it in like Photoshop or anything else. You could do it all right in game, which is pretty cool. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, it takes like the YouTube tutorial that's like an hour long out of it.
Exactly.
Which I like that.
You're like, all about simplistic. Don't want to take hours to make something. I sadly just have other people make all my stuff. Like Heckman right now is actually making a new skin for me. So
nice.
I just always feel bad. I'm like, I can't afford to pay for any of them. But I mean, he likes it because it just randomly gets his name out there for more people to get skins from him, stuff like that. So it's like, we all help each other out. This is how it goes. Sim's one good community for the people that actually want to help each other out. Then you have the bad eggs that ruin it for everybody else. So
any examples? No.
I wish I could, but no, it's just
Alex from Sim Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hater. No, I was kidding.
Yeah,
what
that
a
guy
douche.
sucks.
No.
But no, I just hate that though. It's just there's a lot of, and I hate to use this word, but adolescent, I guess, or there's just people that feel like they could just spew and say whatever they want, which I know 90% of the people will just turn an eye at, or just not care and move on, but others just take so offense to it, and then it turns into a huge fight, and nobody wants to be on the same server as others because people ruin it. It's just, there's so much of that, but it's also with any game, but it's just seems like Sim at times has one of those CS:GO type communities, what I mean?
Yeah, it's just kind of toxic.
Exactly, yeah. And I hate to see that, and that's the reason why I try to do the St. Jude thing like every year, just to bring it back. Like, there is good in our community, guys. Like, let's work together, have fun, and do it for a good cause. And then next week it's like, oh, RF blows because they're charging money. It's like, well, there's a lot that goes into this, so it's just, I get it.
Like,
hell, when I was commentating for him, I spent 3 hours a night for 18 rounds of Supercross. Like, it's
oh wow,
a lot of time streaming just to get that stuff done, and that part of course proceeds go to us to spend our hours and hours a night to get stuff going, and the time it takes to get cams ready, and there's a bunch to it. So
that's cool.
But of course, that's going back to Shelf Raheen. So
no Shelf. Speaking of toxic, it was weird. We were talking to a kid from, I don't know where he was. Do you remember, Alex? Like from Britain or something? Like, I forget where he was from, like England.
Sam?
But he sent us a he sent us a track link. Remember this kid?
Oh yeah, shit.
And
where was he from? Ireland?
I don't know, but he was just this little kid. I think he's like
Scotland.
12.
Yeah,
he sent us this track link. He's like, oh, I've been working on this track. It's pretty good, but it's not too bad. I still got to iron out some kinks. And then a month later, so he sent us it, and we're like, wow, this is super good. And then
we're like, wow,
a month later, JGMX comes out with the same exact track.
Oh.
And so he jacked it from him.
Oh.
And I was like, God, then I blocked him. It's like just toxic. But yeah, it's like weird. It's just stuff like that happens a lot where like little kids like get their hands on stuff and then just ruin it.
Totally.
Like I know somebody
people sell skins or bikes that they work hard on, and then people rent it from each other. That's a big problem in the community.
Like I know Donut, he made that track and he's gonna he didn't release it on the forums yet. It's just for live streams for subscribers, and some guy released it on the forums, and it's like why, dude? It's just why
once
people.
Again, because they feel like
people.
they can and they won't get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? That's a crappy part about it. Joys of the trust system in our community.
Yeah, now Donut's not even releasing it because the guy just ruined everything basically.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy. I don't know his name. I know Donut.
Shout out to
for
that
sure.
guy. Thanks, you douche.
In his video, yeah, like it's a little toxic sometimes, but like at the same time though, I love how all the sim channels are like a little bit on the smaller side.
Yep.
And so it's like I feel like it's a pretty strong community. All the sim guys, like they don't, like when I was first talking to Donut, I'm like, oh my god, it's Donut, but it's like everybody just kind of, nobody has anything against each other, and it's kind of nice. It's a tight like little bond. It's a little group. Except Spencer, we don't know about Spencer. We don't know how he feels about it.
Like I said, I bet he would want to do something with you guys. Like he's very with the guys that give him credit back. Like I said, it's just all about respect in this kind of thing. So
yeah, I freaking love his videos. So Like that was the first, I think before I got Sim, I think I downloaded Sim because I was watching, like I binge watched like 20 of his videos probably.
Yeah.
And so without Spencer Turley, I might have not got Sim. So
not only that, but his tracks are unlike anybody else's. You know what I mean? Like he just makes off the wall idea tracks, like not in a bad way, like that. Whatever it was, the outer space one with the aliens and all that, like with the mushrooms all over it and stuff. Like he comes up with stuff nobody else does.
I want to download one and try it out.
I feel like too. He's got like he didn't start like riding dirt bikes as early as a lot of people. I feel like people give him flack for that, but it's like he thinks so out of the box because that's just the way he thinks, you know?
Yeah.
And then when his riding videos, people are like, "Oh, go to a track or something." But like, I don't know. I think he just likes it so much that he does all the gaming stuff. I think it's cool. He's got like a super original content thing going on, and hopefully he doesn't change that.
And some part I never understood is that, you know, even if somebody's brand new or late to riding or anything, it's like if you're a fan of that type of video game, what does it matter? You know, like
yeah.
I mean, yeah, not everybody actually rides in real life that plays this game. Hell, the reason why I play this game more than ever now is because I don't have a chance to ride like I used to. Like I've still got a bike out here. I haven't been able to ride in 3 years because I haven't had a place to go ride or transportation to take it somewhere. So just, you know, what's the next best thing? Play a video game that's pretty mimic to real life. So
yeah. They need to make like a handlebar and like seat controller.
I actually jokingly want to do that with
sick.
a steering wheel so bad.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just put like bars on it. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, you could do like a whip. You're like Axel Hodges, just go run, and you're upside down in your living room.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, have it on like a rotisserie like they use for cars when they're painting it and stuff. Like you could whip it upside down. And...
Yes, like that.
Nobody
that
do that now listening at home. I'm going to patent this and we're going to sell it for like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
What's it going to be called?
Whip
the
It.
Ride. Oh, Whip It. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Actually, no, what was it? No, I was Skip It. I was trying to think of. I was like, didn't they have something like that? Yeah, Skip It and Bop It. Now we'll have Whip It.
Yeah, we're gonna name it Bop It. Copyright.
Bop It doesn't even like relate at all.
Close to the same thing. You know, it had a lot of buttons on it, like your feature does. So we're gonna
you could bop it while you're upside down.
Twist it, whip it, bop it.
Heck yeah.
Scrub it. Shift it. Oh my god.
Shift it. now we're on to something.
Yeah, let's keep her going, guys. Oh my gosh. Twist it is the throttle.
Yeah, the throttle, yep.
Dang.
Yeah, shift it.
That's deep.
Clutch it.
Clutch it.
Yeah, break
Shout out
it.
to MX vs ATV Supercross.
Yes, God. The instant turbo boost.
Clutch
Alive was close to just as bad though at times. Once you had
Whip
like the clutch, clutch master later. In
yeah.
game. Oh, that boost.
I like that game, but it was just.
I love Alive. Yeah.
I don't know. I put as many hours like I was like the top level and stuff, but like oh my gosh, the 50 was so terrible.
Yes,
but I loved it though. It was great.
Honestly, a lot of people, it's funny. They're always like, dude, I hope All Out is like Sim. You know, I hope it's like this, like that. I was like, why don't we bring back the old days of MX Unleashed, dude? You know, like let's get all the vehicles together, just have fun with crazy arcade physics, and just bring back the good old days of arcade games. You know, like I thought it was a lot of fun back in the day. I mean, yeah, I want another Sim type game, but I'm hoping that's what LCQ does. You know, so I don't know. I wouldn't mind MX versus ATV going back to their roots and just make it a fun game.
That'd be so sick. I'd buy it for sure.
Yeah, I was telling Alex if they just remastered Unleashed in 1080p and they sold it for $100, I'd buy it.
You could play that right now. Get a PS2
multiplayer.
Emulator. Yeah, dude, you could do all that. Get Haimachi going and get it on the PS2 emulator. Done. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They could update the graphics on it. There's a couple of graphic enhancements you could do on emulators that update it to 1080p. I mean, of course, it doesn't fully redo the graphics, but it makes it more crisp and it works on 16:9. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you do Haimachi and stuff and you get a server together, you can everybody get together and play. You can do that with Super Smash Brothers Melee too, and all that stuff. It's been a lot of fun to get on those old games and play it with people.
Well, we need to do that
with like GameCube controllers and stuff.
Well, no, just use it on a 360 controller or Xbox One because it's on your PC.
Oh yeah.
So it's any controller you want. You just got to map the controls and you're good and ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'll walk
Rob,
you
we're
guys through
gonna
this
look into
later
this.
because I can't really say too much about it legally. But yeah, I'll walk you guys through that later and show you where to get all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
The underground.
The underground of PC.
I'm gonna shred Unleashed.
Dude, honestly,
Not on my
we'd
PS2.
we'd shift the channel. Unleashed.
Yeah, guys,
Bros.
Sim is old news. Okay, we're going to Unleashed.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, it was actually fun. I actually streamed it just the other day. I played Superfly and I played Unleashed, and it was cool to see how many people stopped by and just was like, dude, I played this so much when I was a kid, and just all this. Oh, we played Freakstyle too. That was a game I totally forgot about all these years, and there's so many great ones out
I
there.
watched a couple of those. I watched your Unleashed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think I commented on it, but like yeah, I
watched
watched
you're like the nostalgia.
Yeah, I watched like an hour of it. It was great.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and the funny thing about it though is you forget how floaty the bikes are in those games until you go back to it.
It's so cool though.
Yeah, I couldn't remember that you'd be like a minute in the air on a triple, like.
Well, and then like the fun part about that is like the top speed is like the same for everything. So like the 50 you can go like as fast as the 500. That was so fun.
Yeah, it made no sense at all. And also all the bikes looked identical except for the 50s are smaller. Like the 500 was same size as, like the 250.
So sick. Man. I think it was just like I played that game too much to like not love it, you know what I mean?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And it's so good. Like all the tracks and stuff, like if they could make replicas in Sim of like Hillsborough
and Sonata.
And like Grandview, like it'd be so cool.
Like in those free ride areas, like in Superfly too, like you had that giant canyon area or whatever.
Yes.
That was so much fun. You had that like private little pool at the very top of that middle column that everybody always tried to get to.
Yes, like on Unleashed too, like they had those houses on that first free ride place, and like you could ride on top and stuff. Like that was so fun.
And the egg, you could like knock it down.
Yeah, the egg, the dinosaur egg.
That was so funny.
See, I miss that too, because a lot of games nowadays you just don't ever see good free roam anymore. It's just, I mean, Encore kind of had some, but it wasn't like it used to be.
Yeah. No, I don't think it ever will be unless they like remaster something and try to make it as close to what it used to be. You know what I mean?
All out, we have a chance. You know what I mean? It's brought back. It's kind of cool. I actually got to talk to some of the developers of the game, and they brought back. They fired actually most of the crew that made Supercross Encore because they were not happy. Yeah, they fired. I think it was like 3/4 of the crew. Woo! They brought back a couple of the guys that made Reflex. They brought back some of the guys that made Unleashed from way back in the day, like original Rainbow Studio guys.
Yes.
And they're talking about this is I was actually, it was what, a month and a half ago. I was talking to Ben, and he was just saying that they're wanting to bring it back like how it used to be in a way, but updated that everybody will be happy and, as much as they can add in. But, now that another game, which is the only interesting part, now that another game owns all the right to AMA stuff, I'm just curious on how much we're going to get of quote unquote legit bikes or gear or, how much we're actually going to have in the game. So that's going to be the big question. Like they're kind of vague about what they're doing, but they did confirm that a lot of the guys from back in the day that made the games that we actually enjoyed are now in development of the game. So.
Oh.
That is a sigh of relief. Like even if like I feel like they should really bring back some like cool free ride stuff, which I feel like in the trailer and stuff they said they were, and it better be cool.
It better be,
because I don't really want like the same like Supercross like copies. I want like original tracks like from Unleashed. Like the themes and stuff are so cool. The one with like the gondola going through there. Do you remember that?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and it's got like just some crazy hills and like crazy jumps and berms. Like, I don't want it to be too ridiculous, but like MX Unleashed was like the sickest game ever for track wise.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we are well over 1 hour.
What are we at?
Like an hour 20 something.
Cool. You want to end it off here soon?
Yeah, I gotta work. But, yeah, that was Simcast number 4 with Motoagogo. Be sure to check out some of his live streams on Twitch. I can link that in the description, so that would be cool.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And your YouTube channel as well.
Thank you.
And yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, thanks again for having me, guys. It's cool to do this again.
Yeah, come back whenever, because
yeah, definitely.
We'll probably run out of people to do podcasts with. So yeah, come back anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back when All Out is out. No, just kidding.
Yeah, for sure. That
sooner than that.
Too. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how both of those go.
You can maybe play some of those, but yeah, that'd be sick.
Right on. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.